Hi, my name is Dave Grant. This is the DailyFA, and today we're talking about getting a good service for your clients from watching other people. So welcome to the DailyFA. If this is your first episode, welcome to you. This is where we talk about issues that are covering financial advisors and the issues that we go through on a daily basis. And today we're talking about how to get a great all-around service by watching other service professionals in other industries. So let me tell you a story about where this has come from. So me and my wife, we have a deck outside the back of our house. We are wanting to change that to a stepped patio to reduce maintenance, to make it more encompassing of what we want as a backyard. So we put out various requests for different people to come and quote us as to what they're gonna do, what price points, and you know the spiel. So one company set an appointment. They came out. I asked if I needed to be there. They said, well, not really. They then came out and I assumed that they looked at the yard. They didn't ask any questions and they said, okay, we'll get back to you in a couple days and we'll get you a quote. Right off the bat, I know I'm not going to use them. Reason being is they didn't ask me any questions about what I wanted. They didn't help me understand what their process was and understanding, okay, here's what we'll do in terms of taking out your deck, making a patio based on what you need, and I didn't get anything from them. All I know is that they're going to give me a quote in a couple days. It's actually been 4, so they're lacking on that, and it just didn't give me a great experience. The second company that I got into contact with, they then took me through a process on the phone before I even saw anyone come to my house. They started asking me, well, what do you have in place right now? What do you use it for? What types of seasons do you go outside? Do you grill on the backyard? Is that something that you do outside? And how does it look out there? What kind of aesthetic do you want it to look like? Have you seen anything that you like? So many different questions that I appreciated. I wanted to have some input into this whole situation, and I wanted to be asked questions so that I felt engaged with that person coming to my house. That person hasn't been to my house yet, but what I'm expecting is that they're going to continue that process and help me understand, well, what kind of patio is going to look good out there? What type of finishes are there? And I know some of these things, but I want to be taken through it as part of a process. I want to understand what my backyard's going to look like, and I want to be taken through a step-by-step process versus just being told, this will look good, here's how much it's going to cost. So how do we take that kind of experience into a financial advisor's office, and how do we change or adapt some of the things that we're doing in order to create a good experience for people? Well, based on what I've just been through, it's to have a defined process in place. And this you need to take everybody through regardless of their situation and help them understand, here's what is going to happen from day one when you call me or email me in the office, and this is what we're going to go through. That not only helps them, but it helps you systemize a process for every single client coming through the door, and it helps you become really efficient. So for me, I know that I have 2 initial meetings with people. First one is to really understand what their goals are and what they're trying to plan for. We do talk about some money issues and get an understanding of where they're at. But the second meeting really helps them understand, okay, here's some of the things that I'm hearing and I want to repeat them back to you. Is this what we're planning for? If it's yes, here's the process that we'll go through, and here's the planning process and how we do everything. And then I help them understand, well, what are we doing after that? So it's a clearly defined process. Everyone understands that you'll get 3 to 5 to 7 things out of it, depending on what their situation is, and everyone is on the same page. That's just my process. I know that everyone does things a little differently, but one thing I want you to reflect on today is, do you do the same process for every person that comes through the door? You may do, you may not, and there's pros and cons to both. I do have the same process for everyone that comes through the door because it makes, like I mentioned, it's streamlined for everyone who comes in, but it's also efficient for me. Do you have a great process in place for your new clients? If you do, fantastic. If you don't, take a look at some of the service professionals around you not related to our industry and understand what a great process looks like and translate that into your office. If you want content like this in your inbox versus your social feed, you can text DailyFA to 44222. If you like this content, throw me a like, a comment, or subscribe depending on what platform you're on, and I will see you on the next episode. Take care.